House Redoran or serve no one.
I work for Mogrul. You got a problem, you talk to him. Mogrul doesn't lend coin to outlanders. Look somewhere else.
I'll give you this warning only once. Stay out of my way, and we'll do just fine.
Teldrin Sero, blade for hire. If you have the coin, I'm at your service. Mafala Cloak.
Cicero is at your service, oh great and powerful listener.
House Lalu setting foot on the island. I'm not holding back. If I knew something, I would.
We have all sorts of authentic dark elf food and drink here.
Sorry,
Geldis spares no expense. You're doing your job, Adro. No one can fault you for that.
Captain Velitz mentioned
Any
how
luck
Harold
tracking down Esmond?
the Redoran Guard, Counselor and
I told him not to head up there. Sounds like the bloody fool got what he deserved. Here, I want you to take this key. Head inside my house and unlock the door in the basement. Help yourself to whatever you like inside. I won't be using it anymore. Bring your weapons and armor to me. I'll fix it up right. You've been a good friend to me. That means something. Bring your weapons and armor to
As the
me.
wife to the second
I'll fix
counselor
it
of
up
Raven
right.
Rock, it would be my pleasure to help you any way that I can.
Your
Good journey.
actions here have been a blessing to us all.
It's busier now that things are starting to look up. I guess I might stay a bit longer after all. If you need any supplies, you know where to find me.
Crazy? Cicero? That's madness.
If you witness suspicious activity, report it to Captain Velith immediately.
Madness is merry and merriment smite when the jester comes calling with his knife in the night. Cicero is at your service, oh great and powerful listener. bird, I'll snap its neck before it's heard.
Oh, hello. You looking for a handout or something? To get Mother some flowers. Pretty flowers.
Here in his shrine.
That they have forgotten.
Told him to just hand it over, but did he listen? Oh no. Had to fight back. I should go back.
There's something you need? That knife
Easy
from my
money,
own
less chance of an axe in your skull.
Damn wizards. Not good enough for your precious college, eh?
New guys with hair of gold. Get myself. I call her fair. She
Hail and me, hail and me. 'Tis lonely night,
This is just dreadful. Dreadful. This is just dreadful. Dreadful.
Sweet lady is made mother.
Damn that man. He's being totally unreasonable. That fetcher told me to fix his house. If I don't, he'll find a new mycologist who will. Decades of loyal service, and he'd just throw me out like yesterday's breakfast. 3 taproots, soaked in the headwaters of the Harstrad River. I'm an old woman. I can't possibly make that trip. It's way too dangerous. If you get some taproots, I'll pay you to dip them in the headwaters and bring them to me. It's special to the Spriggans. They seem to like to gather there. Something about the waters attracts them. There are bound to be some there. So be careful. Where do you think? You have to cut it out of a Spriggan. Although sometimes you can buy them from alchemists. Yes. That was a lifetime ago. I was just a young girl when Red Mountain erupted. Master Neloth was already old. My mother put me on a boat to Skyrim. The last time I ever saw her, she was standing on the dock as my ship sailed away. I am his mycologist. He may have grown Tel Mithrin by himself, but I nurture it. Mushrooms and fungi are my life's work. When I saw Tel Mithrin, I knew I had to be here. I've learned so much since then. Me? No. That's Master Neloth's doing. I wasn't even born then. It's Telvanni magic at its best. He brought the cuttings with him from Morrowind, and used sorcery to grow them. Mafala Cloakian. Another wanderer. I suppose you'll be wanting potions, just like the others.
Why are you out here? Aren't you supposed to be in the tower assisting Master Neloth?
Why won't this summoning work? If you must know, I'm trying to get this Ash Guardian spell to work. Now let me concentrate. Besides, shouldn't you be worrying about the damage to the tower?
Master Neloth has tasked Alenia with repairing the tower. Why aren't you doing this in the lab, where it would be safer for all of us?
The lab is too small. Also, I need the Ashy Sword. Master Neloth knows what I'm doing. No need to bother him about it, though. He's quite busy at the moment.
It's on your head if something goes wrong. Just let me get back inside first.
Oh, Ash Guardian. Maybe the book has something.
We don't get many visitors. Is there something you need? Tel Mithrin. It's the home of Master Neloth. You may have heard of him. He's a famous Telvanni wizard. In Morrowind, the Telvanni grow buildings from special fungus spores. Master Neloth grew one here to be his home. Don't ask me how. No, Talvis is his apprentice. I'm his steward. I manage the day-to-day affairs of Tel Mithrin.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Talvis is Master Neloth's apprentice. If you're interested in spells, he might be willing to sell you some. Alenia is our alchemist. She specializes in mushrooms and other types of fungus. Ulves runs the kitchens.
Until next time.
I don't think you belong here. Does Master Neloth know about you? This is Master Neloth's tower. He's a Telvanni wizard. You've never heard of the great houses of Morrowind? House Telvanni is the house of the Master Wizard, one of the ruling houses of Morrowind. Master Neloth is one of the oldest and most respected members of House Telvanni. Not so much with as for. I am Master Neloth's apprentice. He's teaching me the art of sorcery. Well, he is a very great wizard. It's a great honor for him to have taken me as his apprentice. To be honest, it's horrible. He's very unpleasant and hardly teaches me anything. Sometimes he uses me in his experiments. Even so, I pick up a lot from just watching him. Yes, I'm trying to summon an Ash Guardian. Just having trouble deciphering Master Neloth's handwriting. I don't mean to be rude, but I need to concentrate. One day I will inherit his power. It will all be mine. Mark my words. Heartstones are only found on Solstheim, as far as I know. Master Neloth believes they may be fragments from inside Red Mountain that were flung here during the huge eruption 200 years ago. All right, then.
Let's kill someone!
I don't recall inviting you into my tower. I do hope you make this worth my while. You refer to the tomes of esoteric knowledge that old Hermaeus Mora has scattered throughout the world? What could you know of them? Have you? The actual Arcana Infinium, that's it. I've searched for it myself for many years, without success. Well then, you should know better than anyone that Hermaeus Mora is not to be trifled with. But he is subtler than most of the other Daedric princes, as you would expect of the Prince of Knowledge and Fate. You seem to have escaped the fate of many who find themselves ensnared forever by the law of his secrets. Or perhaps not. Found one? Yes. And you read it too, didn't you? Don't try to deny it. You've got the look. I can see it now. Dangerous knowledge is still knowledge and therefore useful. Usually turns out to be the most useful, in my experience. Mirak? The one all the town folk are always chanting about? Well, I knew something connected with Hermaeus Mora was spreading its influence across the island. I wasn't sure that it was in fact the same entity as this legendary namesake of the Central Temple, although the villagers seem quite convinced. Oh yes, they're not hard to locate once you know how to look for them. I have one here that I've been using to locate more. Yes, I haven't been idle while this fascinating madness engulfed Solstheim. But my book isn't what you're looking for. I'm quite sure it is unconnected with this Mirac. But I do know where to find a black book that can help you. Yes, I do. I haven't been able to get it, though. But maybe together we can unlock the secrets the Dwemer left behind. Forbidden knowledge was somewhat of a specialty of the dwarves, eh? You don't think they would just leave it alone, do you? It seems the ancient Dwemer discovered this book and took it to study. I found their reading room in the ruins of Nachardak. The book is there, but it's sealed in a protective case, which I wasn't able to open. But perhaps the two of us, together, will be able to get at the book. To Nachardak, then. Follow me. I hope this is important. I might have a few staffs, if you're interested in that sort of thing. Let's be on our way, then. I thought you were in a hurry to get to Nachardak. Nachardak, an ancient Dwemer city on the eastern side of Solstheim. It's largely flooded now, but luckily the main library is still above the water. It seems the dwarves were as interested in the black books as we are. They seem to have believed this one to be particularly valuable, as it is secured in a mechanism which I have been unable to open. Yet. Hermaeus Mora has always tried to seduce mortals into his service with the lore of forbidden knowledge. Where the black books actually came from, no one really knows. Some appear to have been written far in the past. Others might be from the future. Apparently, time is more malleable if you're the Daedric Prince of Fate and Destiny. If you have to ask that, I do have a new spell I'm working on. I do have a new spell I'm working on. I hope to be able to conjure ash spawn. If I could get a sample of ash from an ash spawn, that would be quite useful. I've made this special tool that will extract... Well, you don't need to know the details. Just go harvest a sample. Of course, the creature will have to be dead first, but I trust that's something you can bring about. When the city of Vivec was destroyed, it took decades for us to rebuild. We are still but a shadow of our glorious past, but someday we will rise again. Let's be on our way then. Let's be on our way then.
Cicero is at your service, oh great and powerful listener. Ho, ho, ho. Break that loot across my knee, and if the Parcher choose to fight, why then I'll set his clothes alight. Your voice I hear? No, just my head thing.
From that look on your face, I'm guessing you've never seen a Silt Strider before. This is Dusty. I personally trained her from a lava. Feels like a lifetime ago now. She hasn't been in traveling condition for quite a while now. I've tried to let her go off on her own, but she insists on staying here. We get by trading odds and ends with the locals. I've decided to stay here and make sure she passes in peace. It's the least I can do for her. Every once in a while, a local makes it out here, although they usually just want to catch a glimpse of Dusty. Silt Striders are pretty rare now. What would you like to know? The blast from the volcano wiped most of them out. Found Dusty in a small cave on Vardenfell. Silt Strider cocoons are pretty tough. Mostly for transporting goods and people. They were pretty commonplace in Morrowind, but that was ages ago. A Silt Strider carapace is so strong it can withstand the harshest of weather. Even the legendary sandstorms of Vardenfell's Molag Armor region were said to barely make a dent in them. Of course, that's all ash now. All right. Take a look. All right, then.
Break that loot across my knee, and if the Parcher choose to fight, why then I'll set his clothes alight. Cicero is at your service, oh... Listener! Oh, that tickles! Humble Cicero lives to serve.
Glover Mallory's the name. If you're... blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Bring your weapons and armor to me. I'll fix it up right.
With the Ashbourne threat taken care of, I can give my men the rest they deserve. Well done.
Let's kill someone.
I'm starving. Any help will do.
Listener. Oh, that tickles. Humble Cicero lives to serve.
Is it because of your father? Or is it me?
He's never been the same since my mother died. I don't think he ever wants me to feel the pain.
You've been a good friend to me.
At some
Looking
point,
to protect yourself or deal some
no matter
damage?
the outcome, I'll always respect your decision.
Bring your weapons and armor to me. I'll fix it up right.
Spare some crying for a lost soul.
You found one of the best. This should be good. Right away.
Spare some crying for a lost soul.
Glover Mallory. If you're looking for a smith, you found one of the best.
Anything you can offer, please.
Or is it me?
Starving.
He's never been.
I work for most Besom coin for a lost soul.
Glover Mallory's the one. If you're looking for a smith, well, one of the best.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
Your efforts in Raven Rock have proven most invigorating for my husband.
Assisting the Redoran Guard with the Ash Spawn
years.
attacks has earned you quite the reputation here.
On behalf of House Redoran and as Counselor of Raven Rock,
May I have a word
I bid
with
you welcome.
Counselor? I was concerned about
Solstheim is theoretically under my rule,
but
but without revenue from the mine, I lack the resources to actually govern anything but Raven Rock itself. Not that there's much beyond the confines of our town anyway.
The Redoran Council
Well,
tasked me
there's a
with
small
keeping
enclave
Laeral
of
alive,
Nords to the
which
north
I've
in
done
Skull
without
Village.
question for over 100
They
years.
pretty much keep to themselves,
closest thing
and we
I've
both
had
like
to
it
our
that
brother.
way.
And we
Then
all
there's
owe
Tel
him
Mithrin
our
to the
lives.
east.
Am I
The
to
Telvanni
suddenly
live out
turn
there.
my back?
Sort of a strange
I'm
lot.
sorry, my love.
But since we're
It's
both
this
from Morrowind,
island.
we get
It's
along.
never felt the same since we
Other
left
than that,
Vardenfell.
Solstheim is crawling with bandits and weaklings. But that's to be expected living in a frontier like this.
Behind when they departed our homeland.
You've never
All we can
heard
do
of House
is make
Redoran?
the most of what
We're the mightiest of the great houses, and we lead the council, the ruling body of Morrowind. This isn't Skyrim, Outlander. A group of powerful and influential Dunmer families have been ruling Morrowind for millennia. They embody a council made up of 5 great houses: Telvanni, Dres, Indoril, Sadras, and Redoran. Well, of course, with 4 other houses on the council, someone has to keep the rabble organized. Our house leads the council by virtue of our preeminence in battle, wisdom, and ancestral glory. Yes, I imagine it would to someone not of our people. If you're interested in pursuing the subject, help yourself to any of the historical volumes in my library. It used to be one of the richest ebony mines in Morrowind, but it dried out years ago. Now, we're barely holding out here. Without the mine, Raven Rock doesn't feel like it can last much longer.
How much longer do you intend to serve as his shield?
My doors are open if you wish to
The
discuss
Redoran
matters
Council tasked me
involving
with keeping
Raven Rock.
Laeral alive, which I've done without question for over 100 years. He's the closest thing I've had to our brother, and we all owe him our lives. Am I to suddenly turn my back?
Sorry, my love. It's this island. It's never felt the same since we left Vardenfell. It's as though a part of me is missing.
Every Dunmer left a piece of themselves behind when they departed our homeland. All we can do is make the most of what we have.
What are you gawking at, Outlander?
Cicero is at you. Listener! Oh, that tickles! Humble Cicero lives to serve.
I don't know.
Glover Mallory. Either you're here to get showered in sparks. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Bring your weapons and armor to me. I'll fix it up right.
I don't think he ever wants me to feel the pain he suffered.
At some point, you're going to have to choose. No matter the outcome, always respect your
Boom. Coin. Anything that is...
Rouse, I can barely fit myself.
Take a look. Bring your weapons and armor to me. I'll fix it up right.
Miserable. Just miserable. I hate this place.
Why you're leading Cretius on, I'll never understand.
When I next meet that fair maiden Ellie, I'll plunge my knife into her belly. Dear Cicero will keep you from harm, sweet mother, forever and always. What was that? Now you're mine!
The challenger is near!
I heard something.
No match at all. Your team has destroyed a tower. 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 Your team has destroyed a
was my wife. I love that one. From harm, sweet mother, forever and always. Let's kill some. One. Let's kill someone. This is merry and Merriman smite when the jester comes calling with his knife in the night. Mother? Is that your voice I hear? No, just my head playing tricks. Oh, foolish Cicero. Cicero is at your service, oh great and powerful listener.
I know you, champion. The Ogma Infinium was only the beginning. This is Apocrypha, where all knowledge is hoarded. Sate your thirst for knowledge in the endless stacks of my library. I know you, champion. The Ogma Infinium was only the beginning. This is Apocrypha, where all knowledge is hoarded. Sate your thirst for knowledge in the endless stacks of my library. If you tire of the search, read your book again to return to your mortal life. For a time, the lure of Apocrypha will call you back. It is your fate.
Let's kill someone. Is there some room for it? Fancy? Surely the Dread Lord will at least allow poor Cicero to keep her. Cicero is at your service, oh great and powerful listener.
Is someone there?
royal mother soon. Get all the hard-to-reach places. Need to sharpen my blade. Make it shiny, gleamy, and oh so deadly.
I knew it!
Something. To my pet rat. And he says to the man, "It's not a horker, that's my wife."
trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? Destroying the ash spawn has made it safer to work in the fields. Thank you. Goodness, it must have been quite difficult tracking those creatures down out there. Here, take these. They should help you during your journeys. Look, if you're looking for any exotic ingredients, just ask. I might have what you need. Keep your hands to
You're
yourself.
back. Please, tell me what you found.
You're not supposed to be in here.
Mark my last warning. Leave. Now. You're back. Please, tell me what you found. Let me see that. Huh, I knew it. Gratian's death wasn't because of a rockfall. It was just a story to keep people away from the tombs. Now that I have his journal in hand, I can get some closure from the East Empire Company. Make them pay for lying to everyone. Thank you. Now, I believe I owe you a little more than a debt of gratitude for all that work you did. Here, it's not much, but it's the best an old retired miner can do. Those cowards left decades ago. Every single damned one of them. The moment the ebony mine dried up, they pulled up stakes. Ridiculous. Solstheim is still rich in ebony ore. I know there's more down there. I can smell it. I come from 3 generations of miners, and I'm telling you that the East Empire Company was wrong. They just didn't want to spend the coin trying to find it. Our home has stood in Raven Rock since the colony was founded. Grayson helped build it with his own 2 hands. After Grayson died, he left behind a wife and a son. My grandfather, Relicus. Relicus lived there for quite a long time, working in the other sections of the mine until he was slain by Reavers. I never knew my father. My mother and I always lived alone. I asked her about him many times, but she seemed angry and refused to speak about him. So eventually, I let it go. When I was old enough, I began working in the mine, hoping to make my fortune and eventually move to the Imperial City. Unfortunately, yes, I only had enough coin saved to send one of us back to the Imperial City. So I sent my mother alone. I wanted her to see her homeland before she died. Until I met my darling Aphia, yes. I suppose you could have called me a bitter old hermit. Now I'm just old. Mark my words, Raven Rock isn't finished yet.
Allow me to apologize for Cretius's behavior. I'm afraid he hasn't been himself lately. Don't be put off by my husband's mood. He enjoys having visitors.
Cicero is... Who's there? Ah, now you're Where'd you go?
been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands on. Let's see. Got this from a pretty excited-looking dark elf around Raven Rock. He said it was important I got it to you as soon as I could. Looks like that's it. Let's go.
Let's kill someone. Cicero is at your service, oh great and powerful listener. When I next need... I'll plunge my knife into her belly. Cicero is hungry. Need a sweet bowl. Okay.
Can I help you?
You've brought Raven Rock back from the brink, traveler. I don't know how to thank you.
Traveling beyond the bulwark will be much safer as a result of your victory at Fort Frostmoth. Many thanks. With the mines open, Raven Rock has become a significant colony of the Dunmer people again. I've been able to convince my superiors at House Redoran to send me the resources that they've been denying, now that we're deemed more important. Soon, we'll have a steady supply of workers and materials to keep things going for years to come. My doors are open if you wish to discuss matters involving Raven Rock.
Your efforts in Raven Rock have proven most invigorating for my husband. I haven't seen him this pleased in many years. As the wife to the second counselor of Raven Rock, it would be my pleasure to help you any way.
I'm sorry to bother you, but Second Counselor Rano asked me to come find you. He said it's quite urgent. All he wanted me to do is track you down and send you to him. Look, this is important. Even more important than wiping out the Ash Spawn. Please, go speak to the Second Counselor as soon as possible. I'm sorry. I've already said too much. Talk to Second Counselor Arano if you're willing to help us.
You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
Oh, hello. You looking for a handout or something?
I don't know who sent you here, but you've given us something to build on here. I hope someday we can repay you for your kindness. Take a look. Remember, I have plenty of potions and ingredients if you're ever in the market.
Thank you for coming. After everything you've already done for Raven Rock, I hate to ask for more, but I can't risk Councillor Morvain being killed. The Ulan family of House Lalu, a rival great house, has placed a death mark on the Councillor's head. It's a private matter. Let's just say they seek revenge for the execution of one of their own, ordered by Councillor Morvain himself. The Problem is, I don't have any solid proof that anyone from House Lalu is hidden among us. Only my suspicions. It may be justified, but it certainly isn't appreciated. Councillor Morvain simply feels that I'm being paranoid. I'm afraid that one day I'll awaken and discover him dead. And I don't want it to come to that. I do. I've received some information from my sources that there could be elements of Ulan's house, House Lalu, already in Ravenrock. Ravenrock is a small settlement, so it's hard to accomplish anything in secret. If any of them is from House Lalu, I wouldn't be able to make a move without them knowing. I had a feeling you'd be willing to listen to me. I need you to start out by being my eyes and ears. Search Ravenrock and see if you can root out these traitors. The best place to start would be Geldis Sadri, over at the Retching Netch Corner Club. If he provides you any leads, check them out before bringing them to my attention. We can't afford to make any mistakes. Traitors. The lot of them. Their collaboration with the Empire may have given them unrivaled political and economic strength, but their hearts weren't with the Dunmer people. Lalu deserved every bit of hatred they received once the Empire released its grasp on Morrowind. Having past ties to the Empire immediately turned them into the scapegoat for the Dunmer people's suffering. They had welcomed the Empire with open arms and benefited from it. When everything was said and done, they were no longer recognized as a great house and were dismissed from the council. You might think it's all perfume and roses now that the mine's open. But all I see is a new security problem on our hands. Making sure those shipments of ebony make it safely from the mine to the shipping docks is my new order of the day. And with Solstheim crawling with reavers and Azora knows what else, I can't risk any attacks on Ravenrock. I maintain a few contacts in other Dunmer settlements across Tamriel. Most hail from House Redoran, but there are a few from other houses. Most of my contacts live leagues away from Solstheim. Sending the occasional message back and forth is all we can manage, and sometimes takes months or more to arrive. However, any information we can glean in times like this, I consider vital to House Redoran's survival. During the Oblivion Crisis, gates to the Plane of Oblivion opened all over Morrowind. The Empire pulled most of its forces out of Morrowind to deal with the gates in their own homeland, leaving us virtually defenseless. We had no standing army at the time, just uncoordinated pockets of resistance. House Redoran took charge and was slowly able to build an army. It took years, but it became a force to be reckoned with. When the Argonians invaded years later, House Redoran's army was able to prevent them from sweeping across all of Morrowind. It would be fair to say that House Redoran literally saved the Dunmer people from destruction. Don't worry, you can trust Geldis. He's been with us for a long time.
With the Ashbourne threat taken care of, I can give my men the rest they deserve. Well done, friend. Find me that stash of wine.
Glover Mallory's the name. If you're looking for a smith, you found one of the best.
Councillor Morvain is the only reason Ravenrock has survived all these years.
I'll give you this warning only once. Stay out of my way, and we'll do just fine.
Welcome to the Retching Netch Corner Club, home of the finest Sioux jammer that will ever grace your lips. Well, well, Adril's got himself a spy, does he? Azura knows he needs all the help he can get. He's been chasing the Ulans for years now. No, I just think he's going about this the wrong way. Actually, I do. If you want to catch those slippery slaughterfish, you need to let them come to you. There's an Ulan ancestral tomb near the temple. Someone's been leaving ash yam offerings on the altar inside. If you were to wait inside for whomever that is, I'm betting they'll have some of the answers you're looking for. What makes you think I have it? Anytime Adril and the Redarin Guard made a move, the Ulans must have been one step ahead and didn't show up. You can thank me if it works. Until then, I'd head to the tomb and wait until your visitor shows up. Back in 95, Vila Ulan came to Raven Rock with a plan to take over our town. But Fetcher thought he could stir up the locals and use them against the Redarin Guard, and then murder Councillor Morvain when we weren't looking. He arrived alone, but spread enough coin around to start changing people's minds. Half the bloody town joined his side. Can you believe that? He underestimated the Redarin Guard. They were organized and brought a swift end to the coup. Vila tried to run, but he was caught by Captain Veleth himself. Vila Ulan was executed a short time later, and his remains placed in the Ulan ancestral tomb. Safe travels, Outlander.
Splendid. Another mouth to feed.
Madness is merry and merriment smite when the jester comes calling with his knife in the night. Are you...
Ah, excuse me. I didn't realize there was anyone else here. I presume the same thing you're doing, leaving an offering for the departed. Forgive my surprise. It's just that I wouldn't expect that sort of behavior from someone who isn't Dunmer.
And he says to the man,
Since there aren't any Ulans left on this island, I've taken it upon myself to leave the traditional offering in their stead. Oh, no bother. We all have a right to be here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to meditate a bit. Please, I don't wish to be disturbed while I'm meditating.
With the
I hope Gelder's proved useful.
I can give my
You
men the
made
rest
any
they
progress?
deserve. Well done, friend.
Telesu. Are you sure? So Geldus's plan worked, eh? Every time we tried it, no one would ever show up. If Telesu's involved in any sort of plot to harm Councillor Morvain, I'm going to need hard evidence to prove it. I'm not kicking down anyone's door until I have solid evidence in hand. If you're wrong about Telesu, things would quickly go downhill around here, and the real culprits might slip away. I can't afford for that to happen. If you have evidence that it places your life in peril, I would expect you to do whatever you must to keep yourself alive. Here, this key should open the front door of the manor in case they've locked it. Good luck. Telesu is wife to the family patriarch Vendel. They have a single child, a daughter named Miri. They arrived here 10 years ago and have been nothing but a benefit to Raven Rock ever since. They are quite wealthy, and they've been quite generous by sharing their fortune with the community. They've contributed coin, food, supplies, even helped repair a few of the buildings in town with their own hands. People have mentioned it's a bit odd about how close in age Mary appears to be to her father, but that's hardly a cause for alarm. Just make sure you find solid evidence. If I accuse them without it, I'll be the laughing stock of the colony. Villa Ulen wasn't the first Ulen to live in Raven Rock. His father, Valen Ulen, was one of the first Dunmer to settle here. Unlike his son, Villa, Valen was a good man. He contributed to the community and was quite respected. When Valen died, his family provided the funds to construct the tomb. The Ulen family being a part of House Lalu didn't matter. It's Dunmer's tradition for the ashes of the deceased to be placed in an ancestral tomb. Valen Ulen and his son's remains were both laid to rest there because that's what he'd requested. Be careful. If the Severans have betrayed us, then they'll be well armed.
Cicero is at your service, oh great and powerful listener. Must oil more soon. Get all the hard-to-reach places.
Watch it. Come on. I think we might have a visit.
in here. Anybody there? Must have been nothing. What was that?
Let's kill someone!
Years of planning. Die! Doris! Doris dead! Doris! Doris dead! Years of planning ruined!
Cicero... Yes, listener! I will remain in this very spot until you tell... Otherwise, spiders would eat my face off. Faithful Cicero would not move an inch.
figured out, I guess.
Huh?
For House Lalu. For Villa Ulen. Where are you? Over here.
I know you can hear me.
Guess it's all clear now.
If I spy you seeking blood, I'll snap its neck before it's heard. Let's kill someone. Off we go.
Can I help you?
You've brought Raven Rock back from the breach.
Did you find any evidence at Severin Manor yet? Then we finally have them. All that remains now is chasing them down and bringing them to justice.
Good.
I'm going to send two of the best Rereran Guard we have to take them down. I want you to assist them any way you can. See that you do. We can't afford to let these traitors slip away. Ashfallow Citadel's been abandoned for a long time. I'm glad to see you're well. I don't like sending people off to battle.
Oh, it's you. This isn't good. We only got a little ways in when something managed to wake up the Draugr. Before I could blink, all the miners were dead, and I was next in line. Don't think anyone else made it out alive. This is what I get for skimping on labor. Well, unless you want to deal with the Draugr, this whole little venture of ours is over. Might be over either way. It looked like a dead end before the place started crawling. We could have missed something, though. I don't know. Any luck?
across me!
The challenger is near!
Ah, now you're mine! You're dead! Break that loot across my knee.
The challenger is near!
Close light.
The challenger is near!
Ah, now you're mine.
It's not my time.
If I spy a singing bird, I'll snap its neck before it's heard. Let's kill someone! Must oil mother soon. Get all the hard-to-reach places. That's my wife. I love that one. To see you, cat, I'll feed its corpse to my red rat. Madness is merry and merriment's might. Must oil mother soup. Get all the hard-to-reach places. Break that loot across my... And if the Parcher choose to fight, why then they'll set his clothes alight. Break that loot across my knee. And if the Parcher choose to fight, why then they'll set his clothes alight.
Now, ain't this a surprise? Yes. Oh my. Who are you? Buy something and keep moving. Sometimes things fall off the back of a cart. I find them, clean them up, and resell them. Oh, buy something and keep moving. Take a look. All right, then.
Is that your voice? at your service, oh... great and powerful listener. Chance to see the cat. I'll feed its corpse to my pet rat. If I spy a singing bird, I'll snap its neck before it's heard.
Any luck? Well, perhaps there's some hope for us yet. Now, I have to go recruit some more miners. It won't be easy, seeing as none of their friends came back from the first attempt. We'll have to sweeten the pot a bit this time. I think I'll need, say, 2,000 septums to hire replacements. I never get tired of that sound. It'll take me a few days to dig up some more laborers, but swing back when you get a chance. See how we're doing.
They serve the best sujam I've ever tasted over at Netch. Worth every coin. You lost?
Well, what happened? Were you able to track down Vendel? Out with it! Then, it's finally over. What of the Reverend Guard I sent to assist you? Damn it. I was hoping to protect our people by sending them, not end up with casualties. To think that Vendel would stoop so low as to hire those fetchers. I'm glad you killed him. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. Councillor Morvain will be quite pleased when he hears about this. Follow me, and I'll take you to the Councillor so you can speak to him yourself. Excuse me, Councillor Morvain. I have some wonderful news.
Adriel, I haven't seen a smile on your face like that in a long time.
This visitor has single-handedly dealt with a threat that could have ended your life. Vendel, Telesue, and Miri Severin weren't who they appeared to be. I'm afraid they were here to avenge Villa Ulen's death.
Vendel? But he's done so much for Raven Rock. How could this be possible?
They did it to gain our confidence, Councillor. They had us all fooled. I should have been more vigilant. I'm sorry.
Don't say that. It's not your fault, old friend. And you, step forward. What you've done for me, for all of Raven Rock, goes far beyond what I would have expected from a traveler to our town. For this, you have my deepest gratitude. Now, I'm certain Adriel was prepared to reward you appropriately for everything you've done. However, since a bit of coin hardly seems like enough, I've decided to provide something more substantial. Since the Severin family, or whoever they were, turned out to be criminals, Their property is now forfeit. As Counselor, I hereby award you Severin Manor, and everything contained within. You've earned your citizenship here, and I hope you'll consider staying with us as a member of our community.
I can't thank you enough for reopening the Ebony Mines. You've succeeded where I've failed by ending the threat to Councillor Morvaine's life. I shall not forget it. I've known the Councillor since we were both quite young. We rose the ranks in House Redoran together. When word arrived in Blacklight that the Councillor's father had passed, I was asked to sail to Raven Rock with him as his second. It meant passing on better opportunities at home, but I didn't want to leave his side. We fought quite a few battles together and saved each other's lives on more than one occasion. Our bond is our strength. We've always been at each other's side, and nothing will ever change that. I'm pleased I was mistaken about you, Sir.
Cicero is at your service, oh great and powerful listener. Let's kill someone! Listener! Ooh, that tickles! Humble Cicero lives to serve. Let's kill someone! Is there singing in the void? Dancing? Surely the dread Lord will at least allow poor Cicero to caper. Cicero is at... Listener! Ooh, that tickles! Humble Cicero lives to serve. Let's kill someone! Listener! Oh, that tickles! Humble Cicero lives to serve. Oh, must oil Mother soon. Get all the hard-to-reach place. Cicero is at your service. Oh, great and powerful listen. Listener! Oh, that tickles! humble Cicero lives to serve. Madness is merry and merriment's might when the jester comes calling with his knife in the night.
With the Ashbourne threat taken care of, I can give my men the rest they deserve. Well done, friend.
Don't pity me, and don't look at me like that. I know what I am. Doesn't everyone pity the hopeless? Look at me. I'm no better than a beggar. I used to be a miner. A good one, too. I made more gold digging up ore in a month than some people earn in a lifetime. When the mine dried up, I was lost. I have no other trade, so I spend my time drinking my fortune away at the retching niche. Or I used to, anyway. That fetcher Geldis won't even allow me inside. Said I was bad for business. If I want to spend my last bag of coins getting drunk, that's my business. What does he care? You can try. If you can get that stubborn mule to let me into the niche, I'll make sure you get what's coming to you. Couldn't be better. The sections that are being opened up have revealed some huge deposits of ebony. Old Cretius has a nose for exactly where to dig. If they'd only listened to him years ago, the town wouldn't have been in such dire straits. At this rate, I'll be able to put a roof over my head in just a few months. It might take more than a simple request to change Geldis's mind.
I work for Mogrel. You got a problem, you talk to him.
Welcome to the Retching Niche Corner Club. Have you seen the poor girl? She's a mess. Oh, she used to be richer than Councillor Morvain, and she's spending it all drowning her sorrow. As much as I love making coin, I can't watch her do that anymore. I won't. I suppose you're right. If she wants to spend her life at the bottom of an ale mug, it's her choice. Tell her she's welcome back any time. Rosa may be welcome here again, but I still expect her to pay her way like everyone else.
You really should put on some clothes.
Look at me. I'm a different person, and I have you to thank for it. Well then, I suppose I'm off to do what I do best. Here, this was something I carried around in happier times. Maybe you can find a use for it. See you in the mines.
Cicero is hungry. Need a sweet roll. Or a carrot. Cicero is at your service, oh great and powerful listener. Cicero lives to serve. What? Mother? Is that your voice I hear?
Wool! Now cast!
Seeking passage to England? Can't say I'd mind. Load up, and we'll get underway.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. You'll want to watch yourself in Riften. A lot of ways to get yourself in trouble in that town.
No lollygagging.
Let's kill someone.
You could say the Ratway is the city under the city.
Got to thinking. Maybe I'm the Dragonborn. I just don't know it yet.
Something I can help with, or do you just want to talk?
Did you want something?
Yeah, you need something?
Did you want something?
Hey, good to see you.
Always a pleasure, boss. What can I do for you? Can I give you a little tip? Take every job you can get, or else you'll end.
Sorry, lass. I've got important things to do. We'll speak another time.
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble.
Welcome to the cozy little family. I'm one of the lookouts for the guild. I watch Del.
Why don't you take a look at some of my merchandise and we'll see what kind of deal we can make.
Until next time.
So, feeling loose?
So, you're Brynjolf's new protege, eh? I haven't seen so much celebrating in years. Mercer's dead. We have a new guildmaster. And things are finally looking up. Business is booming. Coin is flowing and everyone seems content. As things keep going our way. A new chapter in the Thieves' Guild is being written this day. And we all owe it to you. Many thanks. All right, then.
Always a pleasure, boss. What can I do for you?
Well, hey there. What can Sapphire do for you? I can't believe it. All those years on the farm, and my mother never told me about any of this. Words can't even begin to describe how much I appreciate you bringing this to me. Here, take this. I used to carry it for good luck, but I think you deserve it more than I do. I hope we bump into each other again. Look, I don't... Why do you care anyway? It's not like we're family. This is a business.